What do we have, a Virgo? Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy at the foundation of the reading, Virgo. Virgo, there's this sense inside your energy right now where your faith is being challenged. It's as if different options are being laid out on your path, and the divine is seeing how you move, seeing what you choose. One of the downloads I received, amongst a vast collection of downloads in regards to this reading, was that you need to trust no one right now and expect the worst. Now, that's a lot, and those usually are not the kinds of statements that I would make, because I truly believe in trying to deliver some sort of hope and faith to all of you in a seemingly very dark world. But I have to tell you exactly what the downloads are, despite how I may feel about that, because it's necessary for your path at this current time. I've been mentioning in a lot of the readings lately that there has been this sort of energy in the collective where it's like a worldwide tower energy. Right? Very chaotic, very uncertain, and anybody can see this. It's an energy where we are aligning and recalibrating with a new timeline. So how does this affect you, Virgo? Well, it affects all of us, but with you in particular, there is this showdown with your shadow, so to speak. One of the downloads I also received was you are having the final dance with your blockages, whatever they may be for you, which we're going to find out as we develop through this reading. But there's something taking place inside your energy, Virgo, where I feel that you need to be extremely careful with what it is you are manifesting into your life right now. We are in the middle of a tremendous amount of retrogrades. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, the North and South Node, as well as Chiron, are all in retrograde, and we just came out of a Mercury retrograde. So now's not the time to be trying to manifest love, because there's this kind of illusion that we are all being pushed through right now. And if you try and manifest within the framework of that illusion, you may find yourself coming out the other end saying to yourself, what in the world was I thinking? There's also an energy inside the Virgo collective right now of settling because you think that it's God sent. Right? Now, this is something that I've been speaking about recently in regards to what chakra we focus on when we're manifesting, right? This is incredibly important right now because we need to be very mindful of what it is we're putting out into the universe in regards to our manifestation and what the basis are for those manifestations. So let's say you are trying to manifest love into your life. Okay, so heart chakra energy. You want a warm, very passionate, loving connection to come into your life. But you need to be careful you're not manifesting that from a place of loneliness, right? I'm so sick of being lonely. I just want to bring somebody into my life. Okay, now when manifesting from your sacral, say you want a passionate relationship to come into your life, passion can be toxic, passion can be positive. You don't want to manifest from a place of lust there, because you will find that you will get exactly what it was you were looking for. So be careful what you wish for. You just might get it, Virgo. And that really seems to be one of the themes that's weaving its way in and out of this very tricky kind of energy right now, which brings me back to the Seven of Cups at the foundation. Tricky indeed. And what I said in regards to manifestation and the chakra associations, right? As you can see, we have 7 cups here. It could be seen as 7 chakras. Okay, so there's a huge emphasis on manifestation right now. And the fact that we're getting these messages coming through in such a potent manner, Virgo, suggests that your manifestation capabilities are very high right now, but there's certain areas of your life that you just need to kind of lay low in right now. Now, it's going to be different for all of you, but typically speaking, the areas of your life that I would personally recommend not manifesting inside of right now would be any of these areas that are connected to any sort of major struggles in your life. So if you've always had problems in love, you always attract the wrong partner, somebody toxic, or your relationships always end in some sort of heartbreaking chaos, just leave that alone for now, okay? Wait until we are out of these retrogrades and we are in the clear. Do not, again, I repeat, manifest anything major into your life during these retrogrades, because you will be sadly disappointed. And the problem is as well, because of the particular planets that are in retrograde, you will have everything telling you that the decision you are making surrounding that manifestation is correct. Okay? What do we have at the sacral, please? The world, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy at the sacral. And this speaks about everything that I just channeled through with that Seven of Cups at the foundation. There's an energy of completion here. Like I said, we are calibrating with a new timeline. So here we are, right? We're not quite through the portal yet. We're on the threshold, on the precipice of change, but we're still right here inside this ring, so to speak. It's like inside that ring, we're coming before the divine, and the divine is basically giving us a green light to step forward into the new timeline, or a red light, which indicates that you need to go back into the previous timeline because you didn't learn the lessons you needed to learn. And which brings me to my next message, Virgo, that I needed to deliver to all of you. These readings that I'm collecting downloads for right now are going to be a little bit more blunt, okay? They're a little bit darker than the typical reading I do. I mean, most of my readings have a darkness to them, but there is a sort of sense of hope that we always seem to end up on, which I still feel that here. But there just seems to be an overall energy inside the collective right now that is a little bit more aggressive. There's not this sort of delicate nature to the way things are moving right now. There seems to be an energy where the wheel is turning, right? And the universe is basically saying, okay, you need to be in your position right now. You've had months to prepare for this. If you're not there right now, then I don't know what to tell you. You're going to remain on the previous timeline, okay? Now, if you've been putting in all the work, if you've been doing your absolute best, then you don't have anything to worry about. But there's a lot of people out there that think that we just have this sort of unlimited amount of time to get this right. And what I'm feeling right now inside the collective is that this is just definitely not the case, okay? The horns of judgment, even though I don't have judgment on the table, are blowing, okay? So understand, Virgo, that there's a lot of people inside the collective that don't want truth. They want to be fed lies that fit in a box that suits them, okay? And this is something that is incredibly prevalent inside the tarot community. I see this every single day, multiple times a day. People attack me for delivering messages that they don't like to hear, okay? Which would suggest that they're watching tarot because they want to have their bad decisions validated to them in some capacity. Now, there is, I feel, a reason why I'm telling you all of this, Virgo, but let's continue forward and see what comes out next. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Nine of Pentacles, Virgo, that is your energy right there, okay? So there's an energy of culmination here. I do feel that most of you that are listening to this reading, especially if you've been listening to my channel for an extended period of time, this reading is going to be for you as well as the people that have just been doing the work. There's a intense culmination taking place here, but there seems to be something that is making one sort of last-ditch effort to try and derail you or distract you. I just heard a false offer. You know what, Virgo? I feel that the big warning here is surrounding any decisions that alter the trajectory of the rest of your life right now. Now, this can very much be said around manifesting yourself into a relationship right now, or some sort of contract, some sort of partnership. Be very, very careful. In fact, I would just leave that area completely alone right now. It's not worth it. I feel that a lot of you Virgos in the collective have a lot to look forward to right now. And it almost seems like there's these, I just heard entities scurrying as quickly as possible to get a piece of the pie. Okay, now I'm hearing something in regards to this timeline calibration taking place, right? And there's specific people that got that red light from the divine. So now they're trying to grab onto somebody else's coattails, so to speak, in whatever capacity that may show up, to be able to get a free ride onto the new timeline, which speaks about how good your karma is right now, Virgo. That's the kind of influence that you have. It's almost like a castaway that has hidden itself in your luggage, that was ordered by the divine to stay on the previous timeline, trying to jump on for the ride. What do we have at the heart, please? Four of Swords, Libra energy at the heart. Virgo, I feel that a lot of you have been on the move this year. And you're really being guided to take a bit of time out to rest and recuperate and really think about how far you've come to get to where you are in this current moment. It's like the divine really wants you to embrace the here and now. There's also a message here surrounding taking stock of any sort of personal pitfalls, is what I just heard. Interesting. Or traumas that you have accumulated to this point on your path. We're all being called to do this right now because we need to have an account of these things moving forward, because it's during these transits that are taking place right now will we see an opposing energy come up from the depths and try and pull us back in. Now, most commonly, we're going to see this in relationship sectors. So that's really the one that everybody can really relate to, whether you're in one or not. It's just a basic example I can give, but it's like somebody coming into your life that is direct reflection of somebody from your past. And maybe you've been single for a long time, maybe you've been a little bit lonely, and you figure, oh, hey, you know what, maybe I'll just give this a chance because I've been doing so much work. There's no way that the divine would send me somebody who's not in alignment with my path and mission. Now, Virgo, typically speaking, I would say, yeah, that's right. But in this case, because of the astrology and because of this new timeline we're calibrating with, this is just not the case at all, okay? In fact, I do not believe that the divine is trying to align any counterparts together right now. It's like all of that is on hold. There's other areas that need focus, that need energy and time. Right now is the time to really be focused on, again, the roots that you're laying down, your foundation, your security, your home, making sure that you and yours are taken care of, not adding an additional character into your life. Now's the time to improve everything you have. And I would say that this is the energy you want to be in right through to the first quarter of next year. Don't complicate things right now, and be very mindful of actually feeling like you want to, because that's this Taurus retrograde in Uranus and Pisces retrograde in Neptune energy. You know, I'm always somebody who likes to speak about allowing miracles to unfold in your life by taking a chance. And I'm not going back on saying that, but there's a time and place for everything. And right now, it's not time for that. And this has only just recently shifted like this, okay? I don't even think that it was maybe a week or two ago that I was speaking about allowing miracles to unfold in your life. But now that we are under these particular transits, it's all shifted. So this is also showing us how we are dealing with very tricky energies. The forecasting for the energies is changing constantly. What do we have at the throat, please? Lovers, right there at the throat. What a card to follow everything I just said. I mean, we have the serpent crawling up the tree, right? The apple. Seemingly Adam and Eve. And like the coloring of this card, it doesn't look very divine. It almost looks like it's something else. It almost kind of looks destitute, right? Like it's in the middle of a desert or something. It just doesn't feel right. And it's like there you are laying down and you're like, what? And this individual just appears out of nowhere like, yeah, I'm here to, align with you. I'm your divine counterpart. Something's not right here, Virgo. I mean, this could be a message for a lot of you Virgos out there that are entertaining this area of your life. Stay away from trying to manifest a new relationship into your life. It is not the time. I cannot say that enough. These transits we're under, trying to entertain something like this will serve you with a pretty big blow, Virgo, okay? Whether this is to your finances, this is to your stability in some capacity, or just your hope in general. And at the end of the day, that's what the devil wants from you, is your hope and faith. Because as soon as you've given up that, you have defected to his army, whether you agree with that or not, okay? Because you get two choices. You can either be in God's army or the devil's army. There is no in between. And if you think there is, well, you've already defected to the devil's army, period, okay? We are dealing with a dualistic density. The three-dimensional density is dualistic. I just got a ringing in my ear. confirming what I'm saying with a yes in my right ear. If you think that you're going to be in the middle of all this, you will be caught up in the binding of time, is what I just heard very clearly. What do we have at the third eye, please? Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So there's your energy again, Virgo. I'm hearing something here, and this is really the mind I feel that you should be in based on this energy, right? So here you are. It's like you have this lush garden, right? You're at one with Mother Nature. But I'm getting these messages surrounding you actually literally being in that kind of energy, right? Working on a garden or just planting things. These are sort of the things, because you're putting roots in soil, right? Which, when I was speaking about putting roots down, I was speaking about it literally, spiritually, and mentally, right? But now we're seeing this emphasis on you literally doing that. It does something to your vibration, okay? It's all about being one with Earth right now. That's where all your focus needs to be. Don't worry about love right now. Don't worry about bringing new people into your life right now. Don't worry about finding your soul tribe right now, okay? Right now, you are the one that needs every bit of your energy and focus. And this Queen of Pentacles is further reiterating everything that I just said. The Queen of Pentacles is a very stable, down-to-earth energy, okay? It's also one of my cards with the Nine of Pentacles that when I look at them, it reminds me of Mother Nature, okay? So this is where all your focus needs to be right now. And this is not a challenge for you at all, Virgo. This is your wheelhouse. You are the Queen of Pentacles, literally, in the tarot. A very motherly, homely kind of energy. So if you are parents, your children need all your energy. Not to say that they don't usually get it, but maybe there's some other things you can implement into your schedule with them, okay? Again, improving your current relations and improving and building upon your current foundation. That's where you're being called to focus all of your energy. What do we have at the crown, please? Six of Cups in reverse, Scorpio energy at the crown. Virgo, this is so interesting that we've had this Six of Cups come out, because we have the Seven of Cups at the foundation, right? It gives me the energy of being trapped inside a karmic cycle, a repeating pattern. This Six of Cups speaks about you being trapped inside an illusion, something that you've already overcome. It's like an energy of repeating the past over and over, but maybe the scenery is a little bit different, which puts the focus on behavioral patterns, how you're moving. I feel like there's, actually, you know what? I got this download that spoke about you trying to bring some sort of structure to every sector of your life right now, right? It's like saying, okay, I got the home, I got the job, I put some roots down. Now I want a relationship in my life. Okay, I got that. Now I want this in my life. It's like an energy of being too systematic with your moves when you need to be more fluid. You just need to flow with the energies more right now. And similar messages came through in the Aries and Scorpio readings, right? The Scorpio reading, it was all about Scorpio needing to put away their calculator, right? And not make such calculated moves right now, but rather make moves that are more heart-centered. But what I'm seeing here, Virgo, again, is you facing off with that shadow side of the Virgo energy. Because as we know, Virgo energy, it's the most organized, structured sign in the zodiac. And although we're speaking to you about focusing on improving the areas of your life that you have under control right now, this message I'm now getting is saying that, again, don't worry about trying to bring some sort of completion to areas of your life that you don't feel are where they should be right now. You know, I just heard that term that you hear a lot of people say, relationship goals, right? Usually this is something you'll see on social media underneath a post of maybe a famous couple or something, and it's supposed to set sort of a standardized benchmark at where the common folk should be aiming their desires in the area of love and relationships. These are the kinds of things that we want to avoid right now. Avoid being influenced by any sort of societal norms that you may come across right now, Virgo. Throw it all out the window. Because as far as I'm concerned anyway, all of these things are injected into the collective consciousness to keep us in a state of bondage. Think about it. It would make perfect sense, right? Injecting a narrative, an idea that spreads like a cancer throughout the collective. Now, when you look at this from a macro perspective, it makes perfect sense that the devil would do something like this. Virgo, I feel that right now you're being called to be more traditional with your approach to how you're structuring your life. And to simplify everything that I feel I've said here in relation to this first row, stay away from anybody trying to sell you a dream, including yourself. We're typically the ones who come up with that dream first, and then magically somebody appears in our path and tries to sell it to us, as if they knew we had that dream. What do we have at the foundation, please? Seven of Wands, Glacea, Labalis, at the foundation of the reading, right underneath that Seven of Cups. Very deceptive energy here that I'm picking up, Virgo, right? It's like here's this Seven of Cups, this very tricky energy, smoke and mirrors, selling you a dream. And then right underneath it, Seven of Wands. It's an energy that wants to stop you in your tracks, wants to stop you from evolving, Virgo. So many of you have finally broken through to the other side of some major karmic cycles in your lives this year. But even though you're in the clear, it's like all of us as a collective now, and I just got another ringing in my ear, confirming that what I'm about to say is correct, that even though you are in the clear, all of us as a collective now are shifting together onto this new timeline. It's like we've all arrived at the dock, so to speak, and we're all getting on this boat, right? We've all done the work we need to get to this point. Now is the time to ease up Four of Swords at the heart. And whenever I get this Four of Swords, especially at the heart position, it makes me think about an individual who's in a state of slumber, right? It's like they're waiting for somebody to come and kiss them on the lips and wake up their heart chakra, revive them, which is really being highlighted in this reading, Virgo, because I feel that that's the heart chakra that most of you are having upgrades in right now. And this is obviously going to connect to the messages I was getting throughout this reading surrounding love. You know, we have these butterflies here. Those leaves are butterflies. Well, that's a butterfly. Yeah, they're all butterflies. You know, energy of transformation. But then this Lovers follows it. Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups. It's like there's a dreamy-like energy to this reading, which connects us back to the Seven of Wands, because that's that energy that wants you to give up. What do we have at the sacral, please? Too many cards. The Star, Queen of Cups. Yeah, an energy that's trying to steal your hope away from you. What do we have at the sacral? Ah, wow. The Tower. Is that one card? Yeah. The Tower, Visago, Mars, Aries, Scorpio energy. There's a lot of, oh, this is right underneath the World as well. So the World and the Tower are coming out in a lot of readings right now. I've also been speaking about how I've been feeling this Tower energy inside the collective, the worldwide Tower. I just heard the dust needs to settle, right? Now, this Tower from this particular deck can speak about you averting some sort of disaster. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people standing in front. It's like a lot of people standing in a line, and there's like this spinning wheel in front of them, like a carousel. And each person standing there is preparing to step onto the wheel, but on the wheel, there's all these different doors, right? So it's like you're aligning with a different door, which can speak about you aligning with a different timeline. But there's something about the energy right now where this energy, like I said, is trying to be a castaway, a stowaway that affects your vibration or maybe your weight maximum, right, to get on the ride, and you end up in the wrong portal. the wrong timeline based on some sort of move you're making right now. Now, again, the most basic example I can give here is a relationship. It's like getting in a relationship right now, and all of a sudden you align with the wrong timeline, and then a few months down the line, you're like, what did I do? Who is this person that I'm with? How did I not see this for what it really is? Is there something wrong with me? Is my intuition completely off? This is the kind of energy we are dealing with right now, okay? So how do you best navigate this? Just don't put yourself in a position to where you need to make any of these decisions right now. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Ace of Wands, Azazel at the solar plexus. Aries, Leo, Sag energy right underneath that Nine of Pentacles. And this just followed what I said. The Ace of Wands is all about you being weighed down, right? So it speaks about what I said in regards to the weight maximum. It's also an energy of like a false start. You know, this is the kind of energy of somebody who meets an individual that they're certain is their soulmate or twin flame. They run off and get married, and a few months down the line, when the retrogrades are over, they're getting a divorce, or maybe they're trying to get an annulment, okay? This couldn't be any clearer. A lot of you Virgos love love. A lot of you Virgos lead with your heart, but God forbid, Virgo, don't do this right now, okay? Don't do it. I don't care how perfect he or she may be. You'll be crying a river a few months from now if you do. And this is the kind of energy as well where this person may appear perfect, beautiful, everything you've ever wanted. And then all of a sudden there's just like some energy that shifts, and all of a sudden we start coming out of the retrogrades and it's like this person turns into this complete warlock or witch, and it's like they're all hunched over and drooling at the mouth, right? I'm telling you, these transits are complete wacky doodles right now, okay? They're messing with everybody's minds. We also have Mars at 29 degrees Gemini at the time of this reading, which is also speaking about your mind. This is a very, very serious degree for Mars to be at as well. The 29 degrees of this particular transit is not anything you want to gamble with. What do we have at the heart, please? Unbelievable. Zephyr, treason and revolt. So we have the Lovers here again, Gemini energy. Okay, so the further reiterating this message surrounding connections. Okay, I just heard it doesn't even have to be lovers. It could be friendships or partnerships. Is anybody trying to come into your life right now in a personal capacity, right? Like into your personal life, your personal space. You need to be very, very wary of. I mean, just don't even entertain it. I mean, it literally says treason. It's like somebody betraying your trust. It's like you meeting somebody and thinking, oh my God, I finally found somebody I can trust. Says who? The fact that you've been on your path and you've put a lot of work in, so you think that the divine's got your back, they're not going to send you anybody that isn't going to let you down? Well, like I said, right now, this particular transit is like an all-out wild rodeo, okay? So just use your better judgment and discernment. I mean, it says right there as well, revolt. So, I mean, this is very chaotic here, okay? And then we have Hakamiya, Leo energy, loyalty, which is the strength card, all right? So now I'm starting to feel this energy lighten up here, Virgo, and we're starting to get some hope flooding through here because I feel we've delivered this uncomfortable message now, all right? So we're seeing this energy of you just really focusing on your self-love, your health, and just being very patient right now, okay? There's no reason to rush bringing some sort of completion to any sectors of your life right now that you are not already currently working on, okay? Very important. Don't try and work it all out now, Virgo, okay? Because you're going to wind up repeating past mistakes for having rushed underneath these transits. What do we have at the throat, please? Eight of Swords, Gemini energy. So it's like you get on the other side of this transit and you start to look back and you're like, oh my God, that was a close call. I really dodged a bullet there, right? So Eight of Swords, I mean, this is an energy of freedom and liberation. God, protector and savior, truth and justice, protection from enemies who would steal one's fortune. Okay, so the message from the divine right now is exactly what we're saying here to you. Now's not a time for love. Now's a time to be digging in the garden and laying down roots in all these other sectors of your life that you've been watering all year long. And I have the Empress on the bottom of the deck, Libra, Taurus, Venusian energy. Okay, so the Empress is the card of abundance. And it's also major Mother Nature kind of vibes, okay? I always get it from Empress, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. They got a similar earthy kind of vibe to them. But the Empress is literally the card that speaks about you planting a seed and watering it and watching it grow. It's also highlighting this area of family, right? Mother, an energy of parenting, good parenting, and really just focusing on all things that have to do with improving the beauty or the stability of what you already have in your life at current. And this energy right here, this is you realizing, right? Say this energy tries to come into your life and you turn it away. This is you realizing months down the line, like, oh my God, I didn't see, but that person was actually a drooling warlock or a warty witch. What do we have at the third eye, please? Ten of Swords, Gemini energy again at the third eye. The marvelous God, revelation, protects from sadness, gives revelations in dreams, right? So now here's this cycle. Having been closed out. It's like the seal is on it now. You've stepped through and they've sealed it. Nobody else can come through, okay? It's like this reading is a transit in and of itself. And the Ten of Swords is also speaking about you bringing this kind of ending. Into your life regarding these particular cycles. This is really interesting what I'm getting now. It's like you pushing through this energy, right? The distraction, the false offers is actually what allows you to heal and close out this energy. It's almost like, not even almost, it is. This energy here is the devil trying one last time to pull you back into the same karmic cycle that you've already closed out or you're preparing to close out. It feels like a final test to me, Virgo. What do we have, the crown to close this out for Virgo? And there we go. Perfect ending. Wheel of Fortune. God has healed. Heals all disorders, protects travelers and medical workers. Okay? And it says right there, healing, heals. God has healed, right? Exactly what I said. This Wheel of Fortune speaks about new timelines that you're calibrating with. So all this is doing right here is confirming everything I've said here to be true. Confirmation after confirmation after confirmation, Virgo. Now you step into the new timeline. Now you're in a safe zone to quite possibly start working on this sector of your life. But give it time. Like I said, try again the first quarter of next year, okay? And I'm hearing something about not putting time frames on things, right? I'm going to be in a relationship by this month, Virgo. The first person to hear that is the devil, okay? The devil says, oh yeah? All right, I can make that happen for you. This is not how the divine works. You work on your vibration, your self-care, your self-love. You prepare yourself to be in a healthy union or relationship. And then the divine tells you when you are going to be in a relationship, tells you when you are ready. Any manifestation that comes from the place of, by this and this time and date, this will be in my life. I want this to happen. I'm telling you right now, set the intention. That's okay. But when it comes to trying to manifest these kinds of things that involve other people, I'm not talking about material things, okay? I'm talking about connections with other people. It's a totally different ball game, okay? You have to leave it to source. All you can do is prepare yourself the best possible way, and it's always going to come down to healing. The more you heal yourself, the better your chances of aligning with a healthy, loving relationship that provides stability, structure, and value into your life. Virgo, this is the message I have available to all of you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donations, Virgo. Take care.